Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. This video is, do they miss you? And this is the person who is on your mind. In front of me I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so do they miss you? And this is the person who is on your mind. Okay, so first let's take a look at the overall energy dynamic between you two. Okay, so we have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so when I see worth waiting for, that makes me feel like there's definitely something that was off as far as the timing goes for you and this person who's on your mind. And I'm also getting the impression with healing family issues that it has to do with them healing from a hurt in the past. Okay, yes, it could be, healing family issues, but even more so what hit me with that is more like a past romantic partner. Okay. And when we take a look at the other cards, that's going to make even more sense. But that's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's take a look even further. All right, so with the Lenormand deck, we have the Snake card, the Tower card, the Cage, the Message card, and the Man card. Okay, so with this Snake card here, I'm getting the impression that this person was actually non-committal when you were either interested, talking, or involved with them, okay? I'm just getting this impression that they weren't ready to give you what you wanted, which was commitment. I also see this person, how they deal with things is they dive into work. This is the Snake is in the past position though, so I do feel like, that's definitely coming across like the past, when you first were either interested or involved with them. Currently, in the present position, it's like their heart's in a cage, so they are guarded. But they do feel like you guys are the key to unlocking this cage that they've kept around their heart. I'm going to get to these 2 cards later. I don't feel like they fit with what's going on right now. Okay, but they do fit the future. All right, so looking at the tarot cards, we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I get the impression that this person was a bit of a player. Like, I feel like they entertained multiple people. They might have saw multiple people. They may or may not have been upfront with you as far as that goes, but either way, I'm just getting the impression that they weren't willing to commit. And it's kind of got the feeling like even if they did commit, it didn't last long because of these multiple people. But I do feel like that's in the past, though. Either way, okay. It's like, I do see this person checking out your social media if you have it. So it's like they always knew you were a catch. You were always put in the back burner of their mind. Kind of like that feeling like if I was going to settle down, it would be with you. Although initially they might not have thought that when they met you. That's interesting. Like they knew you were a catch, but their heart might have already been with somebody else or hurt because of somebody else. With the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and then we have Judgment. I get this person going through a significant shift internally and like finally seeing the light, okay, as far as this connection with you goes, and realizing it's coming to me like what a dime you are, okay? Like you're a dime, a diamond. Like they see you as being a gem. And it's kind of got that feeling of like, everybody else they were after was more of a rock. Not that I want to call anybody a rock, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, there's just certain people in our life that stand out and we have that unique connection with, and we see them as this diamond, you know? And that's like how I feel like they see you as. And again, it's like this realization comes that you are the key to their heart. Okay? Like, they didn't see that before, though. They couldn't see that before. Their mindset was totally like, I'm not ready to settle down. Doesn't matter what a catch you are. Doesn't matter how much we click. Doesn't matter, you know, none of that mattered in that moment of going through that. I feel like you felt like you had no choice but to walk away from this connection. And I also don't get the impression this person's used to being walked away from. Yeah, I'm actually getting heavy fire sign vibes. They don't have to be a fire sign, but like all of a sudden I just feel this real like fiery energy around your person. Very passionate. Kind of Leo Aries vibes. Could be Sagittarius too, but yeah, just they think they're all that. Okay, but I do feel like they were humbled and went through this shift. Okay, that could have been due to you. That could have also been due to a harsh breakup. I'm just getting like, it's interesting because each time, like, I feel like this person was hurt in the past. They swore off love, so they became this player. They met you, you're amazing, you're a catch, but they're not ready to commit. Then they might have been with somebody else, like finally, you know, got in a relationship and got hurt by them too. So they're coming back around to you guys like twice as humbled, is like what's coming to me. With this new realization that like that feeling like what I wanted was in front of me all along. In fact, the song that's coming to me is Vanessa Williams' Save the Best for Last. In fact, the lyrics in particular are like when she says something about all those nights you came to me when some silly girl had set you free. You wondered how you'd make it through. I wondered what was wrong with you. Yeah, and like how she's basically saying like what you were looking for was in front of you all along, you know? You went and saved the best for last. Yeah, that's you guys. So you guys could literally have been like a friend to this person who always had feelings, wanted more with them, realized this before they did. Yeah, it's kind of like friends who caught feelings for each other, but they were just in a place at the time when you realized this where they weren't ready to give you what you wanted and deserved. And now all of a sudden I feel like it's gotten to this point where you guys might be moved on in your mind or in limbo land, you know, not sure what to do, feeling connected, and I see them having this realization and wanting to come back around. Yeah, we have the Strength card here, so I feel like you both have literally had to become the people that you are today, like after this disconnect. After this shift, after this healing, you both have gone through heartbreak, you know, unless of course you haven't. But, you know, the majority of you watching this, I feel like have, and it's like you're coming back stronger and better and more elevated than ever, okay? You guys look like you've gone through a glow up, like you just look like you're getting your ish together, you know what I mean? Like your life, yeah, it's a process, but like I just see like no matter how hard this was or any breakup was for you guys, I see you rising above. And this person's taking notice. Okay, they are definitely checking you out. Even if you guys aren't friends on social media, they have a fake account, okay, or a way to see it. Maybe it's through mutual friends. I'm just getting like, this person, they see what you're up to. They see what you look like now. Okay, it's on the low. For some of you, it might not be on the low, okay? They might actually be like clicking on your posts or pics, maybe commenting. Either way, they're seeing it somehow. They're seeing you somehow, you know. They're definitely curious though. Like if you miss them, how you feel about them. Okay, like they're, like how you're checking them out right now, that's what they're doing, but on social media or through friends. Mutual friends. Okay, so we had the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this person's like, again, I'm getting the impression they were like, what was I thinking? Like, they see you as being like, kind of like an it guy or girl is the impression I'm getting. Like, when they think of an ideal relationship, like, now that this person's like growing up and getting serious, as far as the relationships go in their life, it's like they think of you. Yeah, and if they try with anybody else, like, they compare them to you and they don't compare, is what I'm seeing. They think, though, you guys are gonna ice them out. Okay? Yeah. That's interesting. In fact, they're not sure how to approach you. So not only does this person miss you, they're not sure how to approach you. You guys are the type that would put them in their place, okay? You guys got Queen of Swords energy. You could be an air sign, but you don't have to be. You see right through the BS and you will call it out. You're not mean. You're just like, you know your worth. And you're not going to settle for less. You know what I mean? We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, though. Group 1. This person's like, not only do I see you as the ideal girlfriend or boyfriend, but I see us building a life together and even starting a family together if that's what you both want. This is interesting. I'm actually getting the impression, too, for those of you that know each other's parents, it's kind of like they could see you, they see your family as family. Or they think they would be great in-laws. Like, yeah. I know. This person goes from kind of one extreme to the other. Mr. or Miss, I can't commit to save my life, to I see us all being one big happy family. Which is, you know, that's interesting. So, again, healing the family issues. I know that's ironic, right? We're one big happy family, but that doesn't mean, you know, there weren't issues. But, like, it's almost like it's more about, again, it's coming through strong. It could be family, but it's more coming through that this person needs to heal from a past hurt is what I'm seeing. And that's what they're doing. Okay, I do see that with the Strength card here. They really are building themselves up, building their life up. They want to come back around. They don't want to be iced out by you. But at the same time, we have the Message card reversed, so it's kind of got that feeling. Man card was initially reversed too, and that's like my relationship card. So it's almost like this person is not wanting to come back around until they feel like they're the person they want to be for you, believe it or not. Like, they want to be their most confident, most financially secure self is what I'm getting. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, you know, this has that feeling of, I feel like they want you to wait for them. And they know that's really kind of bold to ask of somebody, but it's like that's their personality, though. They're the type that would throw that out there to you and see if you would do it. No, but they are coming back around, though, as more sincere, okay? Like, they are for real this time. They want somebody for real because they shifted within themselves. They're choosing it. Like, nobody can make them choose this. And it does say worth waiting for. So that's on you if you guys would even consider that, because I would never suggest to anybody wait for something, but you know, you got to check in within yourself and see if that makes sense for you in your situation. But either way, I don't blame you guys, though. If you're thinking, I'm not waiting, I haven't even heard from them. I do think this person's doing it a little bit backwards. Like, I understand wanting to build yourself up in your life, but like, people aren't going to wait around forever. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like a process and a journey that you could do with somebody. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like, you might hear from them before they feel like their most confident self, but like, I do get the impression, though, they're taking their time with this because they really do want to come back around as this like amazing person. Okay, group number one, that's what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number two. Okay, so do they miss you? This is the person who is on your mind. All right, so let's first take a look at the overall energy dynamic between you two. Okay, so we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, okay? And in fact, okay, so interesting. When I was shuffling that card popped out, but it didn't quite fly out, you know? And I peeked at it and I was like, oh, engagement, interesting. So then I'm like, all right, well, I'll know it's meant to be when I shuffle this and, you know, it flies out. It literally was the card that flew out. So I was like, okay, you know, double confirmation that engagement is the card that's meant for you guys. So that could literally be like this person's thought about proposing to you. But if you guys aren't on that level, it just means like your connection, you know, is about to ascend to a higher level of commitment. So that's exciting to see, guys, right off the bat. Okay, so let's take a look even further. All right, so we've got, with the Lenormand cards. All right, so what this shows right away is that this person wants to lock it down. No, actually, well, yeah, on one hand, but what I'm actually getting even more than that with this deck in particular, and it being the anchor card, is like this person could be tied down to something or somebody right now, is like the impression I'm getting with that. Although this is in the past position, so that could have been whenever you two actually met each other. Okay. And then like with this card, okay, so I get the feeling that, I feel like I say this all the time to my group twos, but you know, this person that's on your guys' mind literally had like this predictable but uninspired life until you guys came in. You came in and you shook things up, okay? Like a whirlwind of energy, intense electricity, connectedness, like an instant spark, you know, this magnetism. And this person, you know, it shook up their world is what I'm seeing, and they're trying to make sense of it. They're a very logical person. But either way, like you brought the magic, the fireworks, the excitement to this person's life, and it's kind of like you guys are a fantasy to them. Okay, like a sweet escape. It's like if your dream guy or girl entered your life all of a sudden, and you might be with somebody, you know, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, like what do I do now? Like it's got that kind of a feeling. Not that all of your person may not be with somebody, but it's got that feeling though of being tied up with something, okay? And then like all of a sudden, dream guy or girl pops in and you're just like, what? Okay, jaw on the floor, you know, like, yeah. But we do have like the timing isn't quite right though. So that's interesting. But meanwhile, this person, you know, they're hooked. They're hooked to your energy, your vibe, everything about you. So it's like they might check you out on social media if you have it, even if you two aren't friends on social media, okay? Like they want to know more about you. You've piqued their curiosity, you know, and yeah, they're really curious and wondering about you. You come across as being mysterious. So it's like you two can never know enough about each other is the impression I'm getting. But yeah. But they, you know, they're imagining their life with you though, is what I'm seeing. You guys might be seeing 222 a lot too. Okay, so let's take a look even further with the tarot cards. Okay, so we have the King of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Tower. Okay. All right. So if this person is currently with somebody, or whatever it is that they're tied up with, they're not happy, okay? With the King of Swords here, I'm just getting somebody who does not feel like their best self. And I just see them wanting out of that situation or out of that relationship. And it's kind of like you entering their life gave them this realization of just how unhappy they are in their current situation. But it's like, also with the High Priestess, you know, that's a lot going on low-key that will soon be revealed. So it's like any feelings or emotions or attractedness they have to you is like kept on the low. So this person's good at not showing it. But like you guys, you know, those of you checking out these videos, you're intuitive. You know, you can read energy. So it's like, you know, something's going on between you guys. It doesn't matter, you know, how they act, but because they're taking a lack of action, that's what makes this whole thing confusing to you. I see that. All right, so I feel like you two, you're connected on the dream level as well. In fact, some of you might have dreamt of this person, like before you met, or maybe you had a platonic vibe or connection with this person, then all of a sudden you guys dreamt of them. And then it like shifted everything. Yeah, something like that. So you two, you definitely feel this intense connection, but it's like low key, even though I think you're both dreaming about like what you two could be. But it's a very slow moving connection, okay? So there's more dreaming going on than actual things being revealed, whether communication-wise or action-wise between you. Okay, I actually want to get more tarot out before I go into the rest. All right, so we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups. That's the King, the Knight of Cups. This person's like, I got King energy. I don't know why. The Knight came out. The Eight of Pentacles and the Hangman. Okay. Lot of like green coming through. So I see the heart opening in both of you. That's really cool to see, group two. All right, yeah, though. Okay, we have the Anchor, the King of Swords, and the Four of Wands. This is definitely showing that they are connected, tied to somebody or something that they feel anchored down in, not their best self. And like I said, like the realization of that spark of life, passion, and feeling alive again was missing within them. You come around, you shake things up, you bring them this realization. But they don't feel like they can act on it just yet because the timing's not quite right, so it's a very slow moving connection. But like on the 5D and the dream level, you two feel it. There might have been some eye locking too going on that like just totally, you know, was an intense moment for both of you. Okay, this might have also started as a physical attraction, but I feel like quickly they started to see you guys as being like the full package. Like your looks, your personality, your energy, your vibe, everything was just like a breath of fresh air. Like you came into the room, you shook things up. You come across as being so alive, full of life, and it inspires this person. You ignite this like flame within them where they feel alive again is what I'm seeing. Yeah, and then quickly, like, I see with the Knight of Cups, like this person's like, wow, like I do want to take this connection to the next level. The hands are also standing out to me. It's like this person wants to gift you with something. They want to be able to provide for you. They want to be able to protect you. Like, and they're starting to develop like feelings for you because it gets more green. So it starts off a bit fiery, right, over here. And then it becomes more green over here. So it's like, you know, the attraction, the feelings, it's all becoming deeper and stronger as time goes on. Even with the lack of action towards you guys. Because with the Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers reverse, like they definitely had to put a halt to this. I feel like there was an abrupt shift with the Tower next to both of them. Where, you know, it might have been a cutoffness between you two. And yet still, you were both still feeling connected though, I see. it's like they know you deserve the world and they want to be able to give it to you, group 2, but at the same time, they don't feel like they can right now. I also have the Empress. Okay, so I feel like they view you guys like the Empress. Okay, so like they view you highly. Like I said, like the full package, looks, personality, energy, vibe, all of it. The person that they could see being with. Okay, they want a future with you. I just feel like though currently, it's like they give you just enough to keep you hanging on because they know that it's going to be a slow process with the Knight of Pentacles, but they don't want to lose you. But they can't quite take that leap of faith with you just yet, is what I'm seeing. So right now you both are kind of suspended in air, kind of having to surrender to what is right now. I feel like they may even make a drastic change, which might be letting go of whatever this is with the Tower card, and it's not going to be easy for them. And then they're going to feel like they're having to surrender into the unknown. But yeah, I've gotten this analogy for you guys before, and it's coming back to me in this reading. You guys are like the lighthouse to them, being the Empress. It's like, and they're the ship out in sea, and they're going through some storm, and you know, it's dark out, metaphorically speaking, and like, I just see them as like, they're a very strong individual, and they'll persevere no matter what. But you being this lighthouse, this beacon of light, is like what keeps them inspired, what keeps them going, as far as like, you're like the symbol to them of like never giving up. Like even if you two don't end up together, that's what I'm seeing. Like they're forever touched by your light, is what I'm seeing. And yeah, in fact, the song that's coming to me in regards to that is Billy Joel's Longest Time. Like, I don't care what consequence this brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I'll take my chances. I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't been there for the longest time. And then there's like something about, maybe this won't last very long. You're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hoped for. And something about, you know, being inspired. Like I haven't been inspired for the longest time, but yeah, like basically this person feels forever shifted just knowing you guys, and like their life is better off for it, whether you two end up together or not. Although I do feel like they do want to end up with you. The Empress, the Engagement, and the Garden card. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so do they miss you? And this is the person who is on your mind. Okay, so let's take a look at the overall energy dynamic between you guys. All right, so we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Ooh, that's an interesting way to start off. Okay, so what comes to me when I see that is that you both are feeling this connection. Okay, so you're on the same page, whether it looks like you are or you're not. And I think on one level you both know that. So it's trying to say that, hey, if it comes to you to express your love, do it. But I'm also getting that this is like the green light for your person, okay? Especially if, you know, your guys' dynamic is more like they're the one who hits you up first. Not that there's like somebody that should be first or not. But you know what I'm trying to say though. Like, yeah, I'm getting that this is like the green light for whoever it comes to, whether it's you or your person. Okay, so it's really about just being honest with how you feel. All right, so let's take a look even further. All right, so got. All right. So with the Maze card, I see that you and your person like have a rocky time communicating, especially when you're both not seeing eye to eye on something, and it's kind of like you don't really get anywhere. Neither one of you are really voicing like what you mean, okay? And yeah, I see like you both kind of mirror this stubbornness, okay? And almost like walk away, like when you're both accomplishing nothing. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to just take some time out and walk away, especially if you're both kind of triggered or heated, you know? It's better than saying something you might regret. So I don't blame you guys for that. And then coming back around though to communicate. Okay, so we have the Man card here, so that tells me that I feel like you both are genuinely like wanting this to become something real. It's like you both want the same thing, is what I'm seeing. You want this to be something real. So with the magnifying glass, you know, I do feel like there's a disconnect between you guys as far as like communication goes, because I feel like you guys are still energetically connected. So they may try to check out your social media if you have one, you know, try and see like, what are you up to? Do you miss them? Like, is there any sign from you, you know, that you're thinking of this, that you're thinking of them? And I do get the sense of them wanting to make things right and like bridge the gap between you guys. Yeah. And in fact, I feel called to like add that number. So yeah, 3 plus 8 is 11. So you guys could be seeing like 111, 1111, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, 222. Okay. So yeah, I feel like you're both kind of like got this connectedness. Like when you see those triple numbers. All right, so let's take a look even further. All right, so we got the 9 of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and I feel like you guys might have got into it before the disconnect, and it made you both like question, like, does the other even really care? Is this what they want with the 9 of Cups reversed? I just feel like you both went from thinking you both were a dream come true with the 9 of Cups upright to, after getting into it or not seeing eye to eye on something and disconnecting, like the 9 of Cups, like it's almost like got that feeling of like a dream being dashed is what I'm seeing. And with the 10 of Swords, like you both walking away from this even though you didn't want to. And it's kind of like got this feeling of trying to restrain yourself, like keep yourself from hitting the other person up. Like you're both mirroring that is what I'm seeing. So I do get the impression that, you know, there's low-key checking each other out on social media if you have it, or asking about each other from mutual friends while trying not to hit each other up. One of you might hit the other up like once in a blue moon though. But I don't feel like it's anything that really gets you both anywhere, you know? So that's interesting. There's so many walking cards, guys. It's got that feeling of like, the song that hit me, it's like, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. So yeah, I feel like there's just so much walking going on. Somebody could have actually moved from the other. Like you guys could have went from living together to somebody moving out even, or somebody moved. And this could be like a long distant connection if you two are still in communication. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna get more cards. All right, so we've got the King of Wands. Oh wait, the Queen of Cups reversed, the King of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like you guys went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. This is an intense connection, even if it was short-lived. But it's like you're both still feeling it. That's why it's saying, like, if it comes to you to express anything, do it. I feel like you both are building yourselves up, though, even though you're not together, with the King of Wands here. And if you guys have social media, you know, you guys are definitely acting like you're cool without them. You're living your best life, okay? And you know what? I mean, nothing wrong with that, but it does kind of make this person feel like, oh, like, did they care about me? Like, they seem cool without me, you know? And I just get this kind of like feeling of you both kind of playing this waiting game, waiting for the other, waiting to surf, right? It's like the analogy of like wanting to just do the thing, wanting to connect with that person, but holding back. In fact, you know what? This person on your guys' mind, one of you, we'll just go with the fact that we'll just say it's them, but it could go either way, is like broke off from this connection but didn't want to. And it's kind of like one of those things where they thought walking away will show you, you know, and they thought you would chase after them and you didn't. So it's kind of like they're like just getting like this sense of feeling lonely all of a sudden. And with the Page of Wands reverse, they're like, you know, upright it's like, woo, woohoo, I'm having a great time. And reverse, I got the phrase like, bro, I am straight up not having a good time. Okay? Yeah, that's your person. That could also be you too, though. So regardless of who walked away from this connection, I'm getting that both of you are like, I am straight up not having a good time. Like, I do not like this. Like, neither one of you feel like the other is actually getting the point because nobody came forward. This is what I'm seeing with that. Yeah, so I'm just getting this feeling that you guys feel like alone. They feel alone. And like with the King of Cups, you know, like they're just kind of like wallowing in sorrow in a way. In fact, the other song that comes to me in regards to this is, it's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. Ooh, I go out every night and sleep all day. And all that. And she's like, since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, you know, I can see whoever I want to see, but like, nothing compares to you. Okay, so the point is, it's like, you know, you both cut off. That's not what you wanted. It's like you're both trying to live it up, you know. And you are to a point. But then it's got that feeling of like, at the end of the day, you know, you're not with the one you want. Sure, you have the freedom to do and see whoever, but it's like, it's like, you both feel like something's missing though. No matter what you do, no matter who you see, no matter, you know, you definitely granted this freedom, but neither one of you, it's like the other isn't chasing. So I see like you both want to bridge the gap, but it's like you're both waiting for the other one to do it. And it's kind of in a way to like prove that this meant something, like this was the dream come true that you both thought it was. Well, you know, I'm seeing with this card that it is saying, you know, that's your green light. That if it comes to you to say something, do it. But if it doesn't, then don't. You know, you got to stay true to yourself and check in with yourself. Because maybe it's them that's supposed to, you know? Not necessarily saying that this means it's you. It could be for some of you, but it might not be for others. But yeah, group number 3. Okay, so this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.